Good morning. Ooh, I like the hibiscus flower. I wish I can grow those here. I don't think I can. Good morning. It's Thursday. We have one more day for the weekend. Good morning. Um so one, my phone and my tablet, before I even start typing in Captain's log, it does it. Two, I get a lot of Star Trek on my feed. um Three, Loki was okay yesterday. There was a couple of small setbacks. We had people coming to our house that are we had contractors come to bid on like some repairs we need from outside. Like we were getting small leakage if we had a hurricane or like a northeast, some kind of whatever, it rains really hard, and it would go into my room. So there's like this thing they have to put between the brick and the drywall and wood that helps prevent the water just to stay on the outside and with our gutter. So the reason when I got sedatives because Loki, you guys hear him when there's someone that's at the doors, woo, 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 and I didn't want him to jump up and get excited. So we gave him the two pills that he's supposed to take, and oh my God, I wish I didn't do it. I know anesthesia doesn't go out of people's body for like 24 to 40 hours. And I think because he still was kind of like still in that anesthesia haze, it made him really, really groggy, really, really sleepy, and really lethargic. And he wasn't moving around as much as he should be. And then the medicine messed with his stomach, and there was little accidents. So what I decided to do today is I'm on the main level because, like I told you, we own a townhouse that's really common here in Maryland. So the first sto- the third story, well, technically it's a second. The second story has all of our bedrooms and the two bathrooms. The main floor is where you knock on the door is our kitchen, living room, our dining room, and another bathroom. And then when you go down the door in the main house, it goes into the basement, and the basement is divided into four rooms. There's Kendall's man cave, which is a small room. It's like think of it like a nice sized bathroom. It's not ginormous. Then if you go across, it's the washroom, and by the washroom there's an area that we have for storage. Then I have a huge room, like it could be a small studio for my work room, my where I do run my business from. So today I'm going to be on the main level, so that way he can go to the restroom, he could play with Roxy a little bit, but I'll be able to monitor it, and see if he's like check his gum. I'm supposed to check his gums every few hours to make sure that they're not pale or whatever. So instead of just, I'm not a TV watcher. um, so when I'm down in the on the main level, I can't I can't sleep. I'm not a napper at that, but I can't nap like on a couch like my husband can. So I'm going to, who you hear snoring in the background, that's Loki. I'm going to keep us on the main level so that way I can give him his toys if he wants to play with, if when he's ready to go for a walk, and he's ready. He grabs his leash from the area that we have the keys and stuff, and he could go on three small walks a day, no more than 10 to 15 minutes. So I'm going to keep him on the main level so that way tomorrow I can transition him into going downstairs with me. And the reason why I'm doing that is everyone comes home around 6 o'clock today. On Fridays, everyone starts coming home between 2 and 5. So he won't be downstairs very long. And then on Saturday and Sunday, my husband and the kids could take care of him while I do work. I'm still like, I guess I'm babying him still. They went in his stomach. It's crazy. So he's not whimpering. He only whimpered when he jumped off the bed after the live, and like I was trying to prevent it, but I couldn't. I didn't get to him fast enough. So then he just stayed on. I have a chase that's supposed to be my chase in our bedroom, and it basically is Loki's bed. So he fell asleep on there. I haven't seen him sleep on his back yet. So until I see that, I don't think he won't be fully covered. He usually sleeps on his back with his paws in the air. Um, it's so cute, but it's also really funny because he's ginormous. Oh, Wait, Valerie, are you in the East Coast? I want to grow hibiscus. I just thought it would have to be a more tropical climate. Yeah. So I have out like right now I have all these I have four bins out right now. And I'm gonna cut out four different bags. One, I'm cutting out the bag that we're making tomorrow from the Chubby Tote kit from Sotec. I'm gonna be making this one during the Midnight Margarita, so I'm cutting everything out and interfacing that. And then I have three other bags. Ora Rosa has a new bag. If you are That's coming out, if you're in the Facebook group, you heard Alexis give the list of supplies you're going to need for the new bag. So I have that cut out to sew. Me and the Patreon are doing the everyday tote. I have that out here to sew, and I want to make a Mayfield from Knotted Thread, and so I have that out to cut too. I'm also, since I'm here, no one's here, I might bring the Cricut upstairs and we might go get my computer and have it cut for some of the things that I need. And I figured that would be very productive. Oh, okay. Well, now Valerie, I want to try to do hibiscus flowers. Oh yeah, I like because I always thought they would be so pretty by my butterfly bush. I just thought it'll be really, really pretty. I want to grow lavender too, but Kendall hates the smell of lavender. I want to grow it so bad, but he hates the smell of the passion. He also is one of those, you know how you go to Joann's and right when the holiday season they have those nice cones that just make it smell like the holidays. Yeah, Kendall hates those with a passion. Like, he's like, please don't bring those in the house, please. So yeah, no lavender, which sucks because I love the smell of lavender, and none of that the pine cone smell. Oh no, I'm not doing a tutorial on the Mayfield. I I was one of her testers. I was one of Shannon's testers for that bag, and I made it only two times, and I want to make another one. Uh, and I think I'm gonna get have that cut out. If it's something that other people are interested, I can definitely ask Shannon if it's okay, because that's gonna be a labor of love. That's gonna be like a two-parter. um, the Mayfield usually takes me all day to make, but the most tedious part about it, it's not even tedious. It helps your bag out tremendous is cutting it out and then edge painting. Once you have everything cut out and edge paint, it starts coming together beautifully. I don't think it is. I think where the problem is that especially in the testing group, where I'm trying to think back, it's that last step where you have to sew down the flap. It has a lot of layers, so it's not super domestic friendly. With that being said, there are people with domestic machines in the group that were able to do it. It's all about finding out what kind of fabric you're going to use. You have to compromise something. Like when I made it on my the Juki, the smaller one, the 5550, that's like the QVP mini, I used cork and canvas for the exterior. The exterior was canvas, and my interior was cotton with Shapeflex 101. And I was able to remove some of the interfacing in the seam allowance, so I had no issues. It's when you try to do like the vinyl and then waterproof canvas, you're going to run into some issues. You have to compromise something. It's a balance, because I think a lot of people, they're like, this bag is not domestic friendly. It is if you just look at some of the other people that sew on a domestic. Look at Joe from Country Cow. Look at Alexis from Ora Rosa. Look at Erica from Lavender and Twine. They all make vinyl bags, but look at their interior. It's never waterproof canvas, because as much as we want to say waterproof canvas is the same thickness as cotton and Shapeflex 101, it's not. There's more you can do with their structure. There's so much structure in waterproof canvas, and it's so rigid compared to two layers of cotton. So if you find a balancing act, it works out fine. But I also feel like people with industrials have to do the same thing. Just because you sew over something doesn't mean it needs to be sewn over. Like bulky seams to me are my absolutely pet peeve, because just because you sewed over it doesn't mean it's okay. It looks bulky in some areas because interfacing and stabilizers were not removed. But I don't think the pattern is difficult. There are points where you're going to be like, oh my God, like, because you don't put in the grommets or punch the holes for the grommets until like one of the last steps. And you're just like, I don't want to mess up. I just did all this time putting in this bag and edge coating and everything. I think, I feel like the Mayfill actually is a bag that everyone should make because there's a lot of lessons you can learn in it, if that makes sense. There's a lot. Uh, and I think that you should at least try. Yeah, well, the thing, like, whenever I use waterproof canvas if I'm being lazy. I'm gonna be 100% with you. If I'm gonna be lazy, I'm gonna do it because then I don't have to like stabilize or interface the cotton. And that's me. That's not saying for anyone else. I like the concept of waterproof canvas. I always put it in a pouch. I always put it in a dop kit. I always use it when I'm making a baby bag, or like a baby bag backpack. But normally, if I'm making handbags, purses, or whatever, I'm using cotton, and I'm going to use some really pretty cotton and interface it. So that way it looks beautiful on the inside. Like I told you, I feel like the interior is just as important as the exterior. So that's just my personal opinion. I don't know everything, and just off of what I go, because water resistant canvas is a little bit more closer to the Shape Flex 101 and cotton to me than waterproof canvas. If that makes sense, because it's not as thick and it's not as structured. But I think you can do it. There was testers that did it, and there's been so many people in the group that have done it too. Just find that balance of what you like and what you're able to remove from the seam allowance. Good morning, Gloria. So, oh, see that's what I'm worried about. Okay, so Loki, we were talking to somebody the other day because Kendall and I well, not Kendall, I like growing pumpkins because I have this stupid dream that I know is never going to come into fruition. Have you ever visualized yourself doing something knowing the fact that you're not going to do it? I'm infatuated with people that grow huge pumpkins and they put them into a county fair to go get wait, I know I'm not going to be able to do it, but that is like a weird dream that I've always had because everywhere else I ever lived, I wasn't able to grow pumpkins. And then Loki loves pumpkins. He is a weird puppy. He waits until they're starting to turn orange and they're like a size of a grapefruit, and then he attacks and eats them all. Definitely. So Kendall's like, you're not going to grow a ginormous pumpkin. I'm like, one day I will. And I'm bad at breeding in flowers because also he likes to eat them. That's why Kendall's like vetoing I think the lavender, because someone was like, oh, you need to bring it in the winter, and I'm like, I also want to grow vanilla beans. I know it takes forever to grow them, but I really want to grow some. Good morning. So yeah, that's pretty much my plan. Cut out 4 bags, see if I can cut out 1 bag or 2 bags with the Cameo, so I can feel like I'm working with that and tried it with different settings, and then report back on what settings worked for me, and just relax and cuddle with Loki sometimes. But right now he's snoring on the couch, so. Oh yeah, he eats them all the time, but like I get upset because it's like he plays with me, and I'm like, I know he's not a human, but I feel like he has human qualities. Like he'll kill and eat all of the pumpkins except one, and then I feel like I have hope for this one, right? And right when it's getting like, big where I can't palm it or whatever, he destroys it, and it's always that last one. I'm like, not gonna be able to grow pumpkins. And my neighbor likes to grow them too. Sometimes her pumpkin vines come through the fence, and then they'll start growing here, and he just destroys any kind of squash, any kind of pumpkins. He just destroys. Like and like not like rip and shake it around, like rip and eat them. Yeah, it's warm. It's supposed to be like 61 or 75 degrees. I'm like, okay. Can we go gradually? I mean, I'm not going to complain. We've had like last week we had days that were 29 at night. So I'm not trying to complain by any means necessary, but it's drastic that yesterday was 39 degrees. Today is going to be like 71. Like, this is how we get sick. And I'm already nasally on top of that. I don't know. But yes, he's doing good. All his incisions look good. His cheeks, his teeth are looking good, and his gums. It's the weirdest thing to me because, um, yeah, it's just a weird thing. I learned so much this week with him with the dog surgery. There's so much I just didn't know. So so that's pretty much all I'm gonna do today is watch him, and then I have I'm making some chicken and some rice for him because he's supposed to be eating just like chicken and rice. Um, we made the mistake of giving him sweet potatoes, and yeah, there's so many things I need to clean today because but he's doing good. Roxy's a little apprehensive around him, but like cuz she wants to like mother him, but she can't like give him kisses, and like it's frustrating her. And when we try to monitor it, like, okay, kiss his face, do whatever, she automatically starts veering off to the wound site. And I'm like, you can't, mama, you can't do that right now. But he'll be 48 hours out of surgery as of 2 o'clock. So baby steps. And hopefully tomorrow when I do my captain's log, he'll be down in the workroom. He's wagging his tail on like super happy if it's one of his kids that comes. Like you would have he was that medicine, the station medicine had him so groggy and so freaking high that when like Roxy when Hope and Ken came in, he was just like asleep wagging his tail. And they're like, my baby boy. And he was wagging his tail and like he would try to sit up, but his eyes were dead shut, closed. And we're like, okay, just lay down, Loki. Please just lay down. Yes, he was able to do the stairs to yesterday a little bit. Today he went up and down the stairs like he's been doing it all his life. So that is a real blessing. He's drinking water on his own. We don't have to give him any more bone broth or anything like that. So he's doing it, and he's holding down the chicken and the rice, and he's doing a good job. He's The way he does the stairs is like crazy, but he did better. Thanks for the suggestion about the for the doggy pillow because he is able to eat and he's able to drink out of his bowls and he can navigate better in the house. And then also because it's such a pillow, if he does bang into something, it takes the shock of the bang because it's like a balloon. Because this cone thing, I don't know how they need to. Mm-mm. He was like he was getting caught in on everything, and he would move, and then he would cry because it will jerk his body. And so the doggy pillow has been like the best game changer. He can't get to any of his sutures, but he's able to curl up and go to sleep. Or that snoring in the back is not a dragon, that is Loki. And he's able to get to everything that he needs to. The water bowl, he's able to see better and not just have that big bowl. Yeah, so I'm about to hop off because the beeping you're hearing is his chicken. I need to cool it down and then shred it up with the rice and put them in containers for separate meals. Yeah, I feel like he's gonna be back to normal. I'm hoping that after the 48 hours that he kind of just is a little bit more playful. He did wag his tail a lot more versus the first day. He was like, "No, I'm not wagging my tail for anything." So I'm just gonna keep him on the main level, and the way I'm gonna keep busy is cutting out four bags that I want to do this weekend, and go from there. So if you guys have any questions or any suggestions or need any links, anything, let me know. What bags? I'm doing. I'm Friday. Friday. I'm going to be doing the chubby tote from Sotec. I got a kit from uh Stitch Supply Co. And it's like, look, it's like little scissors and stuff. So it's really cute. I have that. And then I'm cutting out the everyday tote for the modified one that I just updated the pattern pieces, and I need to sew it up. I'm hoping like Kendall and everybody comes home and I can sew it up tonight, but if not, tomorrow. The everyday tote, the modified one for Patreon. Aura Rosa has a new pattern. So I have that tester pattern and the Mayfield from Knotted Thread. So I'm gonna cut that. My plan is to cut all these out before everyone comes in and interface them all. If I can cut all of these out and interface everything, I will feel like a champion today. Because sometimes it takes me a while to cut things out. And then I'm hoping that I can cut out the Mayfield actually on my Cameo. So I'm going to bring the Cameo up and bring the computer down and see if I can cut it all out in there. I think the release is going to happen on April 4th. And if you go into the group, you can see the supply list. It's super cute. Alexis is I don't know, like Alexis is a genius. Like I love the way she puts together patterns. Like I would love just to sit and pick her brain because the way she thinks of things is just very unique. Think about it. Look at the Trouty. Look at like the Magdalena, like Erica. Like she knows how to really put something together and make it look really high end and lush. So Alice, I mean, come on, all of her bags are just super. You're not. It's like if she had a subscription service to patterns, I would blindly just say yes, whatever you bring to me, I'm going to do. And I'm not saying that because I'm one of her testers. Like I was drooling over her patterns before I was a tester. It was like the Les Walt bag. Like she sees a bag and she can like dismantle it and create a different pattern. Like she's a genius. And then I like how meticulous Erica is. Erica is the definition of we're harder on ourselves than other people because she has a concept and then she just slowly executes it so to perfection. And I always love her patterns. Like, and especially when her patterns look like they're back t-shirts, I'm always like, how do we get here? So I don't know. It's just amazing that I think designers are so cool. They all have their like own traits, like that whenever I look at Noodleheads, I always feel like her bags are effortless. Like she makes a bag so well that everyone feels confident to make it. And it gives you this easy breezy feel when you're done with it. Like, I'm gonna wear this bag every day of my life and it's amazing. And she really knows how to put together fabrics and they're gorgeous. I didn't know she had a fabric line. Someone told me that yesterday. I had no clue. Yeah, go look. She has the whole what supply list, and the testers are doing a really good job. Everybody's bags are gorgeous, and of course, like Alexis is totally chef kiss. So it's good. I'm really excited about that. And then I wanted to do the Mayfield because I've only did it twice, and I just really I have it. I like the drawstring backpack. Definitely be in Alexis group. It's super worth it because you get to learn so much more. Like I don't know, like her patterns. I feel like I always come out like I came out of a college class, I'm now learned something that I want to use and execute in different bags because what she said was so insightful. So, yep, those are the 4 bags, and I'm hopefully I can do it with all interface it, and then I have my little trays that I have 4 of these out, so I could put them already in the basket, so everything that I need, hardware, everything's in there, and I'll be ready to go. Yeah, there are too many good creators, and they all create completely different. Like Shannon, like I think what was the Aries was what her 4th or 5th pattern, 4th, and all of her patterns actually look like they belong in the same collection. So if like if Louis Vuitton came out with their fall 2023 and everything looks cohesively together, that's how Shannon's look. They all look like they're supposed to be together. Hey, oh gosh. So Facebook to me is like I'm always contemplating on just not being on Facebook only for like bags and nothing else because like I am not a person for drama. I don't like it's just not for me. Um, but I do like when I'm in a bag making group and the designer's like, "Hey, a new bag's coming," and then you can feel like the anticipation of everybody wanting this bag. It's a fun feeling because it's just other people just like you that want to make something. I know, I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you at all, Karen. Like seriously, I contemplate it every single day. Um, because ironically enough, some of my favorite designers are not on Facebook. Oh wow, get your she shed. Get your she shed. All right, well, I'm going to go get this my baby boy's chicken and rice together so he can eat and get strong, and I will be back tomorrow. And hopefully we'll be back to my basement and you'll hear Loki snoring like he is right now. He's all right. I will give him a hug, definitely. You guys have a wonderful day. Stay safe. Happy sewing. Bye.